Ever wonder how a general partnership team manages multiple properties at the same time? The answer is roles. Today we're going to talk about the different roles and responsibilities in a general partnership team. Roll that intro. Apartment syndication really is a team sport. And it has to be, because there's so many moving parts that go into before, during, and after acquisitions of a deal. Like most teams, the most effective way to track duties and responsibilities is through a hierarchy. Let me show you what a typical sponsorship team hierarchy looks like. Let's start from the top, then we'll work our way down. Alright, the head of the team is called the lead sponsor. His or her job is to make sure everyone else does theirs. The lead sponsor has complete oversight of the entire deal acquisitions. More often than not, the lead sponsor is the most experienced member of the team. The rest of the GP team are called co-sponsors. Each co-sponsor has a specific role, although they are also able to help other co-sponsors if needed. The different roles are acquisitions, loan guarantor or key principal, capital raiser, and asset manager. Let's start with acquisitions. The acquisitions role is responsible for finding, vetting, and underwriting deals. Their job is to also create relationships with brokers, lenders, and property managers in hopes of finding an off-market deal. This answers the question, what is the acquisition fee for? A lot of time was spent for building relationships and underwriting deals before closing on that one deal. Let's move on to the loan guarantor, also known as the key principal or KP for short. Most lenders require the GP team to have someone who has a net worth equal to the loan amount and to maintain a certain amount of liquidity. As you can imagine, there are not a lot of people who can fulfill that role. That is why, in exchange for staking his or her balance sheet, the key principal is compensated by a fee or percentage of the general partnership team. Next is the capital raiser. As the name implies, the capital raiser is responsible for bringing the remaining capital necessary to close on the deal. For the passive investor, the capital raiser is arguably the most important member of the team. And here's why. A good capital raiser will vet the deal and the sponsor before committing his or her investor's capital. As a passive investor, you don't have to personally meet the GP team, but you do have to know, like, and trust your capital raiser. By the way, any member of the GP team can raise capital. The last member of the team is called the asset manager, not to be confused with a property manager. The asset manager manages the property through the property manager. Some of the responsibilities of the asset manager are to implement the business plan, track and manage the day-to-day operations, and create reports for the team. The asset manager is often called the boots on the ground. It only makes sense because you can manage more effectively if you're within driving distance of the property. If the capital raiser is the most important member of the team for the passive investor, the asset manager is arguably the most important member to the GP team. It is easy to put a business plan together in pen and paper, but it's significantly harder to implement the plan in time and in space. Simply put, the profits of a syndication deal is dependent on the asset manager's ability to implement the business plan. And that rounds up all the roles in a general partnership team. Let me know in the comments if you have any questions of each of the roles. Also, if you're looking into investing in apartment syndications but do not know any general partners, check out Cashflow Marketplace. In the marketplace, you have unlimited access to deals and sponsors. You can view a sponsor's profile, check out deals they have done in the past, and most importantly, you can connect with them through the site. And the best part, creating an account and reaching out to sponsors is absolutely free. As always, thank you for watching. I'll catch you on the next one.